reached the Delaney Cowboys Certified Correct Playbook.
Welcome back to the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook. This is not just a National Football League atrocity. This is a sports world atrocity. 10 years, a decade of Jason Garrett. A decade of having a high school gym instructor on your sideline. This is the National Football League, ladies and gentlemen. It should be outlawed by the commissioner of the NFL to have a billionaire football owner of a football team in the National Football League to be able to hire a high school physical education teacher and put him on the sideline of a National Football League team. This is an atrocity. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, this atrocity has to end. It has to end, Mr. Jones. This nightmare with Jason Garrett that you got going on, this goddamn circus clown show you got going on the sideline of the Dallas Cowboys, it has to end. This mediocrity has to end, Mr. Jones. This is a goddamn atrocity. This should be outlawed by the National Football League. You should have to take a goddamn Wonderlic test to be on the sideline of a National Football League team. There's no way you can let high school gym teachers and physical education teachers, this guy right here, look at him. Take a good look at him, Mr. Jones. A high school gym teacher you got on the sideline. This is the National Football League. You get me a head coach on this sideline, Mr. Jones. That's a direct order. You hear me, Stephen Jones? You hear me, Jerry Jones? You get me a goddamn NFL football coach on this sideline, you circus clown. This goddamn atrocity has to end. That's a direct order from the fans and supporters of the Dallas Cowboys. You get this goddamn circus clown out of here. This is a goddamn atrocity. You got a $1 billion stadium down in Arlington, Texas. You got a goddamn $1 billion practice facility. You got a goddamn $1 billion helicopter. You got a goddamn $1 billion boat. And you got a goddamn $5 coach that doesn't know shit from granola. You get this goddamn circus clown out of here. You do it tonight. You get this goddamn circus clown off the goddamn sideline, Mr. Jones. You hear me, Mr. Jones? You get this goddamn circus clown out of here. You hear me, Stephen Jones? You get Jason Garrett's ass out of here. And you take Kellen Moore with him. And you get that goddamn Richard out of here. And you get that goddamn Marinelli out of here. You get these goddamn high school gym teachers out of here. You get me a goddamn NFL coach on this goddamn sideline. That's a goddamn order from the supporters and fans of the Dallas Cowboys. You get these goddamn idiots off the sideline. This is a goddamn atrocity. You should get a ticket from the goddamn Frisco police. They should arrest your ass for the goddamn atrocity you got going on this Dallas Cowboys sideline, Mr. Jones. Jason Garrett shouldn't even be allowed to get on the goddamn team plane. He should be able to walk his ass back to Texas. He should be made to walk all the way from goddamn New York City. Make his ass walk. Goddamn circus clowns. Let's go to a video that I made before the season started on my 2019 predictions video. Let's see who the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook picked to win this goddamn game. This is before the goddamn season started, okay? Because I know you got a goddamn circus clown on the goddamn sideline. Now let's go to my goddamn videotape and let's see who the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook picked to win this goddamn game months before the goddamn season even started.
Saints the week after that is going to be in New Orleans. I don't like that game at all. I think the Saints will pay us back for what happened to them the last time we played them and that big loss that they had down here in Dallas. Then we're at home against the Green Bay Packers. I'm looking at this as a must-win game. It's time to pay the Packers back. They've been a thorn in our side. We want to win that game. We want to win that game big. Then we go away for the New York Jets. I think Jason Garrett he'll fail to have the team prepared. We'll get a big win against the Green Bay Packers, and he won't know how to get the team up for a game like the Jets. The Jets is a team that we don't really play that much. So I think Garrett will fail to have the team ready to play. Then we're at home against the Philadelphia.
It's like I explained to you last video, Mr. Jones. The Dallas Cowboys are going nowhere until you get all of these goddamn circus clowns you got on this sideline, all of these goddamn high school gym teachers that you got on this goddamn sideline. This is the National Football League. You get these goddamn idiots out of here. This team is going nowhere until you get on your knees, beg Bill Parcells to get back here, or you get Delaney and you get me up to that goddamn star so I can show these idiots how to play call, how to use formations, how to understand down and distance, and how to have a carousel of plays that are your best plays that you use every week with consistency. You gotta have plays that you're gonna run with consistency that other teams cannot stop. And you have to understand how to dissect down and distance and marry it with play calling. You can't do it with a bunch of junior league football coaches. Jason Garrett's been here 10 goddamn years, ain't won a goddamn thing, should have been fired 17 goddamn times. This is a goddamn atrocity. This is an order from the supporters and fans of the Dallas Cowboys. You get this goddamn circus clown out of here. It's time for a new voice in Dallas. We cannot take this mediocrity anymore, Mr. Jones. You got hundreds of millions of people spending hundreds of millions of goddamn dollars, and this is a total atrocity, total disrespect to the fans and supporters of the Dallas Cowboys. It's time for you to admit to the staff up there at that Frisco Star, where you learned how to chip block, where you learned how to run screenplays, where you learned how to pull guards, where you learned all of these techniques when Linehan was still here over a year ago. When you started installing these plays, the stutter step pump and goes, which is the reason why you're running double moves with your receivers now. You learned all of this from the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook. From watching my videos, the truth will set you free. Get these goddamn circus clowns out of here, Mr. Jones. I can coach this team by myself. I know all of the play calls, all of the down and distance. The Dallas Cowboys are going nowhere until you do right by the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook, till you do right by the fans and supporters of the Dallas Cowboys, and you get this goddamn 25 years of goddamn mediocrity ended. You get it stopped right now, Mr. Jones. That's a direct goddamn order. I've told you time and time again, Mr. Jones, look at this goddamn play I got on this goddamn board. This is a goddamn jumbo package. This is a 12 personnel. You had the ball on 3rd and 1 today and ran it into a goddamn brick wall and got stopped. You had it on 4th and goddamn 1, ran it into a brick wall and got stopped. You had it on 4th and 1 in the goddamn divisional round of the playoffs against the Rams last year, ran it on 4th and 1, got stopped. This is the goddamn play you run when it's 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. You goddamn circus clown, look at this goddamn board. This is for 3rd down and 1 and 4th down and 1. This is the goddamn jumbo package. It's goddamn 12 personnel. You throw the ball when they got all of those goddamn people in the box. When you got 9 people in the box, you got one-on-one coverage, and with your wide receiver, your tight end, and your other goddamn tight end. You lead block, fake that goddamn handoff to goddamn Ezekiel Elliott, tell him to dive over the top, bring these goddamn middle linebacker over, this goddamn tight end chip blocks, and then after he chip blocks, he runs in his route, Your one read is right here. If he has a step on this goddamn cornerback, you burn his ass on this 9 route into the goddamn end zone. You come off with the same vision on the 2 read. If he's got an outside step on this goddamn outside linebacker, you throw the goddamn ball on 4th and 1 and get the 2 yards. Make sure he chip blocks. You tell this goddamn receiver to sell the goddamn run by chip blocking. Everybody's chip blocking. All of these guys in this box think you're running. You goddamn idiots up there at the goddamn Frisco Star. You billionaire goddamn idiots. You tell Prescott to fake that goddamn ball. Zeke dives over the top. This man's going to be wide open. You got one-on-ones everywhere with 9 people in the box. Okay? This is the National Football goddamn league. You get Jason Garrett's ass out of here. You get his band of circus clowns he's got on that goddamn sideline. You get these goddamn idiots out of here. I've got a terrible prediction for you, Mr. Jerry Jones. I got a terrible prediction for you, Mr. Stephen Jones. You guys are going to lose this Dallas Cowboy franchise. You're going to lose this Fortune 500 company. You're going to lose the most richest sporting outfit that's on the planet Earth, this $5 billion franchise you have. When you do a disservice to your fans that pays hundreds of millions of dollars to watch your football games and buy your apparel, and you reward them with a junior league football coach for 10 years that hasn't won a goddamn thing, and you don't fire this man and replace him to show the fans and supporters that you got their back. When you do things like that, when you take advantage of your fans, especially when you know a person that understands the play calling, that understands the down and distance, a person that you could at least bring in here, no one would even have to know, and show these guys how to play call, and which would enable you to keep these guys you got, then you would be in the right formation down the distance and the right plays would be called. So this goddamn circus show that you got on this goddamn TV would end. When you do your fans and supporters like that, that made you one of the richest billionaires on earth. When you stab your supporters in the back like that, Mr. Jones, that is a perfect ingredient for a person to lose their Fortune 500 company. I've seen Fortune 500 companies fall on their face. I've seen billionaire owners fall on their face, and that's what's going to happen to you, Mr. Jones and Mr. Stephen Jones, if you do not stop disrespecting the supporters and fans of the Dallas Cowboys. Get this goddamn circus clown Jason Garrett, get his ass out of here. That's a direct goddamn order. And we're sick of 103.5 The Fan talking about, oh, if they fire Jason Garrett, who are they going to hire? The Washington Redskins just fired Jay Gruden last week, and they don't give a damn who they were going to hire. You get Delaney out on that goddamn football field on that sideline, you'll be headed for the Super Bowl. That's who we'll goddamn hire. You get on the phone with Bill Parcells. You get me a goddamn coach in here. Stop making these goddamn 105.3 The Fan. I don't give a damn if we make the special teams coach the head coach. We are sick of the goddamn excuses. Oh, the tackles were injured. This guy was injured. The goddamn New England Patriots take people that were flipping burgers last week, put a helmet on him, and he's in the Super Bowl. And the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook knows why. Because of play calling and coaching. Get this circus clown out of here. Remember, you cannot win a football game in the National Football League if your coach doesn't understand how to outcoach the other team's coach. You're gonna lose. As I always say, see you next time. See you next time.